Mastering phrasal verbs in your essays. Hello learners! Today, we're going to take your English language skills up a notch by diving into the world of phrasal verbs. Specifically, we'll focus on how to effectively use them in written English, particularly in essays. Remember, phrasal verbs can really enrich your writing and make it feel more natural and fluent. First things first. Let's recap what phrasal verbs are. A phrasal verb is a verb that's combined with an adverb or preposition, or sometimes both, to give a single verb a completely different meaning. Some common examples include look up, turn out, and bring about. Using phrasal verbs appropriately can enhance your English writing. It makes your work more conversational and engaging, reflecting the way native speakers use the language in everyday speech. However, bear in mind that while phrasal verbs are common in spoken English and informal writing, in academic or formal writing, it is sometimes better to use more formal verbs. We will, however, focus on how to appropriately use them in essays. Let's now examine how phrasal verbs can be used in essays. Take the sentence, "The company increased production." We could make this a bit more casual or conversational by saying, "The company ramped up production." Or consider the sentence, "She examined the data carefully." We could say, "She looked over the data carefully." Here, the phrasal verb, looked over, gives a slightly less formal tone. While using phrasal verbs can make your essay more engaging, it's important to understand when it's more appropriate to use formal verbs. For example, in a formal academic essay or a business report, it might be better to say, "The experiment demonstrated that," rather than, "The experiment showed up that." Remember, the key is understanding your audience and the context in which you're writing. The best way to become comfortable with phrasal verbs is to practice them. Try to identify phrasal verbs in the books you read or the shows you watch. Also, practice incorporating them into your own writing. Start small, maybe try to use one or two in your next essay, and increase the number as you become more comfortable. Phrasal verbs can be tricky, but with understanding and practice, you'll be able to use them effectively in your essays to enrich your writing. Always remember, the aim is to make your writing as clear and engaging as possible. Thanks for joining me today, and keep practicing. I hope this lesson has been helpful in expanding your knowledge of using phrasal verbs in essays. Happy learning!